Wait a second. Welcome to Big Mac's BOUT BONZO. Big Mac's BOUT BONZO is a new series about Bonzo. Yes, sir. So isn't Bonzo cool? I'm telling you, people have been talking about it. Like, somebody brought it up on one of the message forum thingies. And they were like, God, can you believe how great Bonzo's been, played? Listen to 1968's BJ Broby and the Probies. Big Jim, it's amazing. He's a machine. And he supposedly got his drum set in 1964. Oh. There are things on YouTube now called Bangkoks or something, or mukbangs. This is not one, but it should be. So, Big Mac's BOUT Bonzo. If Bonzo got his first drum kit in 1964, even though he'd been playing snare drum since he was 10, which would have been 1958, and also played on his mom's pots and pans back when he was a child. We're having a malfunction. Oh, this is going to be a great series. Big Mac's BOUT Bonzo. We'll have guests. It'll be marvelous. So anyway, Bonham, playing as great as he did on PJ Proby's album, which I think was August. Was that August of 68? I think it was. Think about that. First drum kit, 1964. So, 1968. Bedlam in Bottomburg. So, that's amazing. And I do want to say, people often talk about, well, Bonham had, before he got the Thermogloss drum set, remember they were out on the first American tour, and Carmine Appice, remember they were playing with the Vanilla Fudge. Oh, Carmine. And Carmine had a Thermogloss double bass drum set. Ludwig. Well, he called up the folks at Ludwig and was like, hey, man, we got this freaking guy with the band called Led Zeppelin. It's going to be big. Carmine was right. Did you know Carmine wrote with Rod Stewart, Do You Think I'm Sexy? I'm dead serious. That's pretty cool. Anyway, so he got the thermoglass kit, but here's the thing. The theory goes that I'm a proponent of. That Bonham recorded Led Zeppelin, the first record, on a Slingerland 4-piece kit. And the photos from Scandinavia, clearly, which I have an original print of from Jorg and Angel, here at my headquarters, which were black and white, by the way. Somebody colorized the photographs and made the Slingerland kit in the colorized versions green sparkle, which leads to the misnomer that they were absolutely green sparkle. They might have been. But don't rely on that Jorg and Angel colorized photograph to get you that deducement. Anyway, so Led Zeppelin 1. Recorded October 1968. Now, what I'm pretty certain is a 4-piece Slingerland kit. Okay? So, that's pretty freaking cool. Also, the drum kit that Robert Plant has, that he's auctioning or selling, which is a 22, 13, 16, 16 kit, Black Diamond Ludwig, that has retractable spurs. Remember, there is footage. There are pictures of Bonham playing that kit when they first went out on the first American tour in America. That's the kit he was playing. I and a lot of other fellows upheads always thought it was a 24, 13, 16, 16. But I thought about it, and I have no evidence to back that up. So, the kit that Robert Plant has is probably the Black Diamond kit they used on the first tour. Now, it was said, at least in the information with the Black Diamond kit that Robert Plant's going to auction off, that kit was used on Zeppelin 4. Now, it conceivably could have. Now, wait, hang on. I know people say, well, when they did, when the levee breaks, they unboxed Bonham's brand new, somebody says brand new green sparkle drum kit. Well, you never know, though. Remember, when they were recording, you kind of really never know what anybody really ever uses in the studio. Seriously. You never know. There are photographs. Like, there's a photograph that Eddie Kramer took of Bonham when they're tracking at Stargrows. And Bonham's playing. It's really a close shot. Bonham has a show close shirt on. And you can see a green sparkle kit. So that would have been 72, probably at Stargrows. Looks like Shay Jagger. And then also the photographs. There's some photographs of them at Olympic, where the drum Bonham's not in it, but Jimmy Page is, where they're sitting. You can see what George and I and many others believe is cut up newspaper or crumbled up newspaper in the 26-inch thermoglass bass drum. But ultimately, you never know what Bonham played. You never do. I mean, anybody. It bodes well that those pictures that did surface in the Atlantic Studio shop that came out a few years ago, you can see Bonham holding the Formula 602 and putting cymbals on his Rogers swan leg cymbal stands, which is pretty cool. But you never know. Bill Thompson told me, the late Bill Thompson, that Bonham recorded presence on his silver sparkle kit, which has never been photographed. Not that we've seen his freak and freakazoid and Led Zeppelin Bonham files. So, that may or may not be true. But at some point, Jimmy Page's book is coming out soon. The Led Zeppelin 50th anniversary book will be making its debut soon. Maybe there'll be pictures like, here we are in Munich recording Presence. Okay? That would have been, I think Presence was recorded in November of 75. Yes. And you see, Presence November 75. And yeah, Into the Outdoor, what, October, November, December 78. Right? Which is kind of wacky. They seem to have a proliferativity of November somehow. A lot of recording in November, a lot of releases in November. November, the magical Zeppelin month. I always associated November with Zeppelindom. Always. I did. I think because Stairway to Heaven was released, I think, in November of 1971. I think November 8th. Huh. But yeah. So this is Burger's BOUT BONZO. Well, I should say Big Mac's BOUT BONZO. You know, I don't know if I can eat this last one. I mean, I could. But the fact of the matter is, with Big Macs, it's not so much the calories they get you. It's the milligrams of sodium. Like, if you ever notice, if you eat a lot of pizza or Big Macs or such, you don't really drink anything. A couple hours later, you'll find your mouth is really dry and you've got a headache because all that sodium is leaching all the liquid out of your body to a place somewhere in your body, probably the digestive tract, I would imagine. But that water has to come from somewhere if you're not drinking it. That's what mimics a hangover, right? I mean, I haven't partaken in alcohol for almost 30 years, but I'll tell you, if I have a few Big Macs and some pizza not long before bed, the next morning I feel like I drank a fifth of something. Anyway, so this first rendition, this first edition, this first mimeograph of Big Mac's BOUT BONZO. Next time I'll have a guest. We'll do Big Mac's BOUT BONZO with the guest. One last thing. What was I going to say? I have been giving the email address of the Bonzology drum channel out incorrectly. I've been saying bonzology@gmail.com. Well, there's somebody who owns bonzology@gmail.com who's been getting all those emails. The email address for Bonzology on YouTube is gtbonzology@gmail.com. Okay, GT, the letter G and the letter T, bonzology@gmail.com. Remember, George et al., they're looking for... Sure is hot in these rhinos. Oh my God, this is what... somebody look how much milligramdom of sodium is in these frickin' buggers. They're looking for a Robert Plant. So we need somebody who can sing. It doesn't, even if you look like Yoda or I don't know, somebody who doesn't look like Robert Plant. If you can sing like Robert Plant, that's all that counts. Send an email to gtbonzology@gmail.com. Some videos are coming out. Whew. Sure, I hope I don't drop dead on the camera here. Oh, can't do it like I used to. I used to be able to put these babies away. Of course, back when I was 16. Now I'm 49, which is 16 times 3. God, I've lived 216 3 different times. Hope I can live to 49 in 4 months. Woo! Wow. Hollington, Mollington. All right. So, Robert Plant is needed to sing. Somebody sounds like Robert Plant. And I think the demo tunes, which are going to be sung, they want you to... Ramble On is needed. No, not Ramble On. Days of Confused, I think. And what off Zeppelin 4? Another song off Zeppelin 4. So see if you can do it, okay? It'd be good, because it could turn out to be lucrative. Down the road, they're thinking possible, like tours. Like imagine if there was, like the Australian Pink Floyd. What if there was the U.S.trian Led Zeppelin? Backed by Led Zeppelin. Touring the country, touring the world in perpetuity. Imagine the cash that could be raked in. Oh my gosh. So right now, there might be some person out there that can sing Plant like crazy, who 5 years from now or less, you might be like rolling in cash. So, who are we kidding? Big Mac's Bonzo. So if this is a new channel, well, a new channel, might end up being a new channel. Or the last video I ever made. Big Mac's about Bonzo. My mouth is starting to water, which we know what that means. Hang on. Look over there. Big Mac's Box Bonzo. Na 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 na. Big Mac's behind Bonzo. So we'll get maybe we'll get George in a Big Mac's about Bonzo. We definitely should. Well, we already did Gyro's Cone Bonzo. My stand is malfunctioning. Devor said he'd send me a microphone stand for a T-shirt. Devor, I will send you a T-shirt. Just shoot me an email at bonzoleum@gmail.com. So, this might be the swan song of the Bonzoleum channel. I might be like Bob myocardial infarction in the middle, in a minute. All right, so, ready? Watch your volume toggles, which means turn it down a little.